Hello, this is Kev and welcome to Accelerator Notes. This is Accelerator Note number 9, which will be on Grant Cardone's 10x rule. Now, Grant Cardone's 10x rule is all about massive action. It's all about 10xing everything in your life, your actions, your goals, what you think you're capable of. It's all about massive action. It's all about stretching yourself. It's all about finding yourself, become the best version of you, okay? That's why I really wanted to learn this. I really wanted to study this. So that's what I've been doing over the last couple of days. I've been really studying Grant Cardone's 10x rule for me to share this accelerator note with you, where I can give you a summary of this piece of content, the 3 key takeaways that I got, and then finally finish off with some questions and actions. And this is no different from the notes that I take in my life. I take these notes in my life and then I share them with you, and this really helps me internalize this information, and it really helps me embed it in me, in my own life, because I'm studying, I'm trying to improve myself, I'm trying to take massive action, okay? So that's what this is all about. So to summarize then, the summary of the 10x rule in Grant Cardone's own words, I wanted to share with you exactly what he says. So the summary is, this is for those that desire success, okay? So many of us desire success. Dissolve fears and increase courage. We know that when we're taking action towards success, when we're taking action in our businesses, fears, it's natural to start having some fears crop up in our lives. So this dissolve fears and increases courage. So this is great. Believing in yourself. It's a key component. It's about finding that belief in yourself, which is, it's paramount. If you don't believe in yourself, then that's where you've got to start. You've got to start with the belief in yourself. Eliminate procrastination and insecurities. And I'll be honest, before I got into the personal development world, the whole word and meaning of procrastination was never ever discussed. It's only when you get into the personal development world people start talking about how to overcome procrastination. So this book's all about eliminating procrastination and insecurities that you have. About finding that sense of purpose in your life. And as I've already mentioned, it's about the 10xing what you want in your life, your goals. It's about 10xing the actions that you're taking in your life. So whatever your actions are doing on a daily basis right now, wherever you're at, whatever goals you have right now, 10x them immediately. Because if you haven't 10x them, then the whole idea of 10xing is you're going to find your stretch point. You're going to find your ultimate capacity. You're going to find your ultimate performance, because there's always improvement. There's always another level. And if you're maybe coasting along day to day, and I'm guilty of this at times. I'm coasting along. Up until 2015, I was very much coasting along, and then it's like becoming aware, am I actually coasting? Do I want more? Time to take massive action. And then Grant shares with us the 4 degrees of action, which was interesting, and pure determination, domination. And then he touches a lot on discipline, consistency, persistence, and massive action. I think he says massive action quite a lot in this. So, the 3 key takeaways. Number 1, the 4 degrees of action. The 4 degrees of action is something that I've never even heard of before, but he shares with us, the first degree is doing nothing. The second degree is retreat. The third degree is take normal levels of action. And the 4th degree is take massive action. So I think the first 2 are self-explanatory. You're doing nothing. Like, there are people, when they're procrastinating or when they're just coasting through life, they don't have that sense of purpose, that sense of vision, those visions in their lives that are pulling them towards something. They're doing nothing. They're going from weekend to weekend. They go to work, they show up, they go home, they maybe relax, then they go to work, and then they go off on the weekend, they look for the next holidays. That's a sense of sort of doing nothing. That's like just coasting through life. And one of the things that I'm super grateful for in my own personal life when it comes to personal development really made me aware that you need that vision. You need that vision in your life that you want to take action towards, whatever that vision is for you. So that's what it made me start to think of, because the clearer your vision is, the clearer that purpose is, the reasons why, you very, very quickly go up the degrees up to the fourth, which is taking massive action, relentless, massive action on purpose, specific actions every day, whatever you are going towards. So if you're building a business, you're going to be working on that all the time. If you're working on your health and fitness, and that means a lot to you, you're going to be working on that a lot of the time. That's why people are at the gym for many, many days out of the week, and they've got incredible bodies, is because they're taking massive action in health and fitness. The people that are successful building their businesses, they're taking massive action. So when I was thinking about the 4 degrees of action, I was thinking, right, the third one is about taking normal actions, taking normal levels of action. Well, what is that? For me, I think that's sort of like the general 9 to 5. I was doing 8 to 4 back when I was an electrical engineer. Just thinking that you're going to work 40 hours a week and that is it, that's just sort of normal levels of action. But for those people that want to get further, for those people that want to take massive action, to really get ahead, you've got to sacrifice more than that. You have to. I believe that in my own life, because I'm working, as they say, 80 hours a week, so I don't have to work 30 hours, 35 hours for somebody else. I'm taking massive action. I'm relentless. I'm trying to work on the business. I'm trying to build my brand. I'm trying to get systems up in place. And that's what I really got from the 4 degrees of action. So I don't know what you get from that, what you think in your life, but very, very, it's about that awareness. Whereabouts are you in terms of the degrees? If you think right now that you're taking massive action, is it maybe time to 10x those actions? Is it maybe now time to 10x those goals? I don't know. Maybe that's something, a self-reflection here for myself. The second key takeaway is about the fear. Because fear, as Grant shares, fear needs time to survive. Fear feeds on time, okay? Fear feeds on time. So if you give it time, if you give it time, then that fear is going to grow. And think about it. When I know in my own personal life, when I was thinking about taking certain actions, whether it's quit my job, start this business, go into the warehouse, bring on more people in virtual assistants, etc., the more I thought about what if this and what if that, the fear increased, because the fear is thriving. It's feeding on the time you're giving it, on those thought processes, those thoughts of, am I going to fail at this? Can I afford it? All these things, if you give it time, if you fester and then don't take action, you ultimately feed in that fear. Okay? See fear as time to take action. See fear as time to take action. Whenever you are feeling any type of fear, then think to yourself, okay, I'm fearful in this moment, whatever it might be, whatever action you might be going through, time to take action. Your action might have to be get in touch with somebody, your action might have to be send an email, make a phone call, do something. It's time to take action. That's what fear is sharing with you, because I know that with my own life as well. Whenever I have any type of fear, I'm thinking, what am I fearing right now? And it usually means lack of action. So I've got to take some action somewhere. Okay, that is literally how I think, and that's why when Grant shares that fear is like, see it as time to take action, it makes completely sense in my life. Then about the fundamentals do help, okay? The fundamentals do help when it comes to fear. So your rituals, okay? The rituals that you have in your life, those, are you getting up early in the morning to work on yourself, your own mindset, your beliefs, your goals, your visions? It's those fundamentals do help. Those habits where you go on, exercising, there's time that you take to reflect on yourself. I have my monthly goals reports where I'm always reflecting on my goals. Why did I want this? RPM, result, purpose, massive action plans, thinking about my reasons. And that really does help when it comes to fear, because that pushes you through. It really does. When you remind yourself of why you're doing something, it really allows you to step up. And in times when you do feel the fear, if you focus on what your reasons are, it can push you through. Okay? So, the third one is then massive action. I've got to put a key takeaway here as massive action. Okay? He shares with us, this is great, the tortoise, the hare, and the smoke. Okay? So, this is all about, you may recall, it's like, if a tortoise is racing a hare, they're sort of saying that like the hare's going to race ahead, burn out, and the tortoise going slowly is going to win the race. Okay? Well, what if there was a third component? What if there was a third person where you are taking massive action, you are like the hare, you're going out all in, okay, you're going out like a bat out of hell, you're going for it, and also you have the energy, you have the composure of a tortoise to take your time as well. What would that look like? And that is something that really thought in my mind. I was thinking, yes, you've got to take massive action. You've got to be relentless on your journey, whatever your journey might be, building your business, creating videos or whatever, just working on yourself. But you've then got to rest. You've got to take the time to rest. And that is what I got from that. You've got to take that time to rest, because then you're resting to get back up to speed. Obsession is not a disease, it's a gift. Obsession is not a disease, it's a gift. So a lot of people, if you think back to the 4 degrees of action, if you're taking massive action in your life, and let's say other people are saying to you, you're obsessed, you're so busy in your work, you are so relentless, you maybe not got any balance, you're obsessed with that work. Don't see that as a negative. Like, an obsession in society is seen as a negative. See it as a positive. See it as a gift. See it as, the chances are the people that are saying that about you, that obsession, they're probably not working at the level of degree of action that you are. So it's easy for them, if they're doing nothing, to say, well, you're just obsessed, you're no balance, you're not taking any time. But see it as a gift. And that's, when I read this, I was thinking to myself, do you know what? Yes, I do see it as a gift. If you've got that energy to continuously go, and you know what you're going for, relentless, see that as a gift, harness it. Don't let anybody tell you that you may be obsessed about something, because then that follows you on to being a role model. See yourself as a role model. I'm taking massive action. I believe in massive action. If you believe in massive action, I believe in massive action. I believe that if I'm taking action with these videos in my business, other people around me, I'm sharing that with them. Like, this is the expectation. This is massive action. I'm trying to be a good leader. Lead by example. Okay, so that's my thoughts on it. That's my thoughts on, okay, I've got to keep taking action. I've got to keep taking action. I've got to be the leader. I've got to be the visionary. And I'll be sharing an Accelerator Note shortly about the leadership challenge, which is really, really good. Really good insights coming from there. So, some questions and actions to end up then. Are you thinking with the 10x rule? Is it time to 10x actions, goals in your life? Write down, number 2 is write down your goals every day. Write down your goals every day. Write them down, and then choose those goals that are most out of reach to stretch yourself. And number 3, think about your daily systems. Think about your daily systems, where you're spending most of your time. Are you taking massive action or not? Are you taking massive action or not? So that's been Grant Cardone's 10x rule. I hope you enjoyed that. That was a quick Accelerator Note for you, all about taking massive action. Really, really excited about that. The 10th Accelerator Note is coming up. Really, really excited to share that with you. Going to do something special every 10 Accelerator Notes. So make sure that you check out the 10th Accelerator Note. And as always, I hope by me sharing these accelerator notes, you now take action in your life, whatever those actions may be, whether it's just an insight, whether it's a change in mindset, whether it's a new belief or strategy that you can take massive action on straight away. So, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.